All right, what's up? Welcome back to Employ Your Income podcast, man. Brought to you by Mac Home Renovations. I'm here with my first guest, Lil Bruh, Jay Black, man. I'm honored to have you on.
I'm honored to be here, man. Thank you for having me.
Definitely. I've been able to witness his growth, man. I met Jay back probably in like 2016. I'm going to let him tell his own story. But to be able to witness and see some of the areas that he's come from and what he's walking into and how he's using information and wisdom to grow an empire, man. I wanted to definitely bring him on, have him on as my first guest to kind of talk to you all through it, talk to you through the process, how he got to it, where he's going next, and how you can get involved too. So, Jay, man, anything you want to tell the people before we start off, man?
For one, it's a pleasure to be here. You know, some know me as Jay Black, African Don Dada, Junior, this depends. But now, my Instagram name is what I'm known by the most, African Don Dada. So, it's a pleasure to be here, man. We got some great food.
Absolutely.
Being as though this is like a big brother to me, my mom cooked us some good, fufu. We got some eru from my country, Cameroon.
Yeah.
So while we discussed, I said, okay, let me go ahead and, make it real homey for us, So this is my first official podcast.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm only doing it for Big Buck. The next one, maybe $1 million, man. So, I want
Bring the bag.
I want to give a lot of game, but not a knowledge. I want you guys to
Yeah.
get to know more of me, bring you into my life.
Yeah.
And, while giving game at the same time. So
Yeah.
we here, baby. Let's get it.
So that's what it's all about, man, is educating people on how to get, build your capital, build your wealth, strategic ways that you can do it that isn't too far-fetched for you so that you have an understanding. But we're going to do it mukbang style. So listen, this is my first time having Cameroon.
Cameroonian food.
This is my first time having it, but I'm excited because I see this all the time. This is what? Fufu, right?
It's fufu.
See it all the time. So we about to get into it. There are no utensils as you see. So we're going hands first. So please tell me, because I'm sure as I don't know, most of my people don't know, break this down to me. Because when I see this, it reminds me of like Sunday cooking like greens.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So what is that?
So this is what we call eru, right? It looks like greens, but it's different. As you can see, I don't think your greens have all this oil.
Definitely not.
And it's made.
And it doesn't. And it's got a little bit more going on.
A lot
to it.
going on. You got different meats, and then of course, this is a fufu. This is really how fufu looks.
Okay.
So those who are confused, this is how fufu looks. We have eru. It's made different. Some people might put fish in it. Some people might put different kind of meats. So with this, I know we have turkey and we have a couple other things. So let me call Mom Dukes.
Oh, there we go.
So Mom Dukes can kind
Straight
of break
from
it
the
down.
source.
I don't want to lie to you guys. So I want I'm gonna call Mom Dukes
Straight from the source.
right here, and hopefully she picks up. Because sometimes she be busy. Let me call Mom Dukes to get the exact. So let's see what we got here.
Yes, sir.
Before I even put it on speaker, let me see. What's going on? So you're on speaker. What kind of meat is in this area that you made? You got to speak up. You're being recorded. What is it? Oxtail and turkey. Okay. All right, thank you.
We got the good oxtail. Okay.
Oxtail and turkey. I think I woke out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good.
She was just like oxtail turkey.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so let's get into it. So how do we do this?
Okay, so, for one, this is the fufu. I don't want to touch your fufu. You can go ahead and grab one.
All right.
Okay.
And
I'm going to put mine on here. And this is the eru.
All right, cool.
We can dish it on here. You got to eat it with your hands, bro.
I'm with it.
If you bring a fork out, man,
Listen, man, I know. I'm already
shocked. You want to be bougie, you put a fufu in one, but you can...
No. I'm all in, man. I'm with it.
Right, let's get to it. Then.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It get a little messy, but there you go,
I'm
man.
with it.
So you got to get your hands ready.
Okay. Yeah.
So listen, if you guys see a little bit of greens in my teeth, excuse us.
You already know what it is.
Excuse us, man, because, we about to... I ain't bougie. I'm gonna eat. I'm not one of them. I'm gonna eat. So
all right. So what's the move?
So you grab the fufu like this. Yeah.
Okay. See, I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen that.
You OG style. You gotta gotta make a little ball.
Okay.
You take your thumb. Kind of like replace. That's how I do it. Place like a little mini hole.
Oh, for the food.
So that way, when you go, you could kind of have a
scoop
a
for
cup.
the bowl. It's a little bowl. For it.
Hey!
Hey, listen. That is clutch. And I'm not going to wail. There's no bluffing.
Don't get on here bluffing, bro.
No bluffing. Because I would just stop. I'd be like, look, I'm going to let you do that. Bro, This is on point, man.
Told Mom, do take some, have mercy on the spices. Usually it be hot, hot, hot.
Yeah. So we're gonna enjoy this and get into it. So Jay, tell me, man.
Sir.
I see you kind of like blowing up. Not too long ago, so you ended up like on MSN on their front page. I said, man, look at my man Jay.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
what?
yeah.
And this is all from e-commerce.
Correct.
So what led you? Like, how did you get to? Because I know, because when we met, as you said, you had your cleaning business, you were doing the vacuuming, you came through, and when I was managing the properties and vacuumed and cleaned up some of the properties for me, which is how we met way back 2016. And now I see you on front pages of MSN.
Oh yeah.
So what led you to e-commerce?
God did. So before anything,
Man,
how we met.
hey, Slim.
Don't bust it. Let's go. So I'm gonna tell the people how we met.
Okay.
So in 2014 or 2015, I was shot. I was on events, parties only. When I got out of the hospital, I had to kind of, start over, and I started a business, carpet cleaning, and this is actually the first guy that actually gave me a commercial property to do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just offered, trusting me and just giving me a chance. And ever since then, we've been locked in. That's how we met. So your question as far as how did I repeat it?
Let's go back though, little bro.
Mm-hmm.
What was that like? So I know we kind of glossed over it, but I don't think people understand. Like, people hear the stories about, the shots, the wounds and all that, and ended up what was that experience like for you? Because obviously, after that experience, you went from one style to another style, right? So what was that like for you?
The experience, so I'm going to tell you guys, nobody thinks they're going to wake up and get shot that day. You feel me?
Yeah.
You don't get up and say, okay, so I'm a good shot. That is not what happened. Mm-hmm. So the whole experience was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? It was overwhelming because nothing else matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You get shot, you don't know what you're going to do. And all I knew at that time was throwing events, throwing parties. I do nothing else.
Right.
Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So the most important thing, surviving was the best. Thank God I was able to, make it.
How long were you promoting?
I was doing parties. I was 21. I started at 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So 5 years strong.
Okay. All right.
5 years strong. Definitely. It's all that I knew. I actually didn't graduate high school.
Really? See, I didn't know that.
I got put out of high school. And, being African, school is the biggest thing.
Facts.
So, my back was against the wall. So I started doing house parties from there, warehouses. And from there, Love Nightclub, and that was just the biggest thing.
Because you felt like you had to be a success because of that.
I mean, I always been like a prove 'em wrong kind of person.
Fact, I feel you.
Always.
Okay.
I work best when my back is against the wall. If nobody's doubting me, I'm not active. I like to be doubted. I like being the black sheep. So when I was hearing those comments, I'm saying, people, oh, you're not going to be nothing. You're not going to be this. You didn't finish school. I was like, okay. And so doing events was kind of like, fell in my lap. I seen, a couple of my older friends that I had, doing it. T Major, a couple of promoters. I was like, okay. Like all the girls, they lit. I'm going to give it a try. I gave it a try, and I became, one of the biggest, young promoters out there. So, getting out the hospital, this whole transition was like, I didn't know what to do. And that's where being a Christian kind of comes in. I kept playing. What do? I don't know nothing else, and I don't want to go back to doing that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be low-key.
Okay.
Before I got shot, I was already planning on stopping, but I kept on I'm like, one more party,
going.
one more.
Yeah.
So people that know, if you believe in Christ, whatever you believe in, if you don't want to humble or stop, God is going to humble you by force.
Yeah. Especially when you get that inkling and that you're supposed to.
God is going to humble you by force. So it was like the next apartment. It was like a month or two. It was a month or 2 months prior. A dude came because I was already trying to stop doing parties. So this was actually supposed to be my last party that I did.
Really?
Yeah. And I didn't get to make it. I got shot. So this was supposed to be my last party that I did. You understand what I'm saying? And I got shot 2 weeks before.
Wow, bro.
So a month before that, dude came knocking on my door, here to do the carpet. I was like, I could maybe do that.
Wow, so that's what
kind of had the idea in my head. I was already playing that, what could I do? I got to stop. It's getting too violent. There's too many things going on. you know, and God heard me, sent somebody, you know, knocking on the door, here to clean the carpet. It was like, who? Huh? And it was so big on my spirit. I'm like, nah, I gotta try that. The dude actually allowed me to record him. So the same machine that I got this day, the same what I seen dude, the same all the machines he had.
So that day he came, you recorded the process.
I was recording the process, bro.
And then just put your money into it.
I put a little bit of money into it, but I was still doing events. I wasn't fully in. I just got an LLC started. I didn't even have my LLC yet. This was just new. Like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do, and that was it.
Wow, man.
So when I got shot, I had that to kind of like, okay, now let me get this. You know what I'm saying? Let me get started. You know, with the carpet cleaning. That's when we started doing that, and left from that to that.
So that was like right after.
Right after, but
it was fresh out.
Fresh out the hospital bed.
Yeah.
Whole fresh.
Yeah.
Everything.
All right. So e-commerce, man. How did you learn? How did you hear about it? Like, what led you to e-commerce?
It's crazy because whenever I want to stop one phase, I gotta kind of bring another on. You feel me?
So you had stopped the cleaning business, and then that one picked up.
I kind of been slowed down on the cleaning business years ago because I had dived in certain things,
Right.
other things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when you get money with one thing, you're not gonna really, you know what I'm saying? That was a God-given business where I messed up at. But when you get money with one thing, you're gonna kind of slack.
Yeah.
If you're making $10,000 doing this, you're getting $200 doing this. What are you gonna show more attention to?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that, it was like Mom Dukes, and I was already saying so many things about it, but so it's crazy. I never thought about that. It's really crazy. Because I was, and I was getting kind of like, the signs to kind of like chill out
Yeah.
and just, change lanes.
Yeah.
I just kept seeing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler.
You kept saying what everywhere?
Amazon, e-commerce.
Really?
One of my boys that I knew, he was like, e-commerce. And I'm thinking like, okay, what the, you know what I'm saying? But I kept seeing it, bro.
It's crazy because I see it all the time too. And that's the thing about opportunity, right? Certain opportunities speak louder to one individual than it does to the other, to another individual, right? So you heard it and went all in. You know what I mean? Like some people hear it and then just like kind of tune it out. You know what I mean?
You gotta know yourself though.
You gotta, yeah.
If you see an idea that's burning in you,
That's what it is.
stop being, that's God talking to you. I don't know what y'all believe in, but if you get an idea and it's burning, you can't sleep, you
Facts,
can't eat,
bro.
You think about it, that's what, that fire is because
That's a fact.
you're gonna be hungry for it. And when you're hungry, you're gonna have, you're gonna be able to put your all in
Yeah,
it.
and that's what gets you through. And that's what I try to explain to people. Like the passion that you have for it is what gets you through the hardship of it. Because it's not just about like one focal point, or it's not just about like this major gain. It's about learning. Yeah. It's about growing. You know what I mean? And that's what leads you to success, man.
No, 150%. So when you love what you do,
Facts.
it's not a job.
It's facts.
When you love what you do, it is not a job.
That is truth.
You feel
Yes,
me?
sir.
So when people start talking nonsense like, oh, do this, do that. I don't love real estate. So don't tell me about real estate.
Yeah, I feel
You know
you.
what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? But
Yeah.
that's your thing.
That's my thing.
You hear real estate, you start.
I'm in.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
we
You
can talk about that all day.
You feel me? But I hear this, I'm like, bro. You know what I'm saying? So love what you do. If you don't love what you do, you're not gonna, you know what I mean? It's not gonna go anywhere. I started seeing it everywhere. And busting, right?
Bro, this is what I was gonna say, but I was waiting for a talk point. The flavor. Okay, tell me what this called again.
Eru.
So the flavor in the Edo.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah.
The flavor in the Edo is
Busting.
insane, man. Like it's crazy. I know somebody is judging me for the way I'm breaking up my fufu. But
Nah,
this is my first
I'm
breaking up
sure,
time breaking up fufu, man.
I'm looking at you a little funny, like, man.
You ain't like I ain't doing it right.
Nah, you trying.
I'm good.
He used two hands. I'm like, what is he doing? Well,
And that's the thing. I knew
put your hand.
I realized that I was doing some two hands. Okay, yeah.
Like a
I
gangster,
switched
man.
it back. You
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when did you start finding like your success, like your lane with e-commerce, when you was doing it and was like, I got this.
When I got my first payout, which was nothing, but I knew it was gonna be successful because I know me. that fire was not leaving me, and I liked what I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I liked what I was doing. I love the hustle.
Yeah.
I love the fact that you could buy something for the low
Yeah.
and sell it for the high.
Yeah.
You feel me? I love the fact that when I found something, it's like, oh, I found something.
Yeah.
That rush, it give me that rush.
Mm-hmm.
Same way when I was doing carpet cleaning, I clean somebody's carpet, they be like, yo, and I get that rush, like, yeah, I did that. You feel me? So when I started, like, I already knew it was gonna, it's gonna be successful, but of course, when you start seeing it, leverage and, you know what I'm saying, them checks are getting bigger and bigger.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you don't see no money doing what you're doing,
Yeah.
are you really gonna do it? Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
The same way, I'm sure you got your first biggest real estate check.
Yeah.
You was like,
I ain't gonna lie, man. I didn't start the first time I saw, a larger check with money was my first flip. Because remember, I was managing and knew it because I grew up under it. You know what I mean? So I understood already knew what to do, already knew what load bearing was, all that. You know what I mean? I knew how the electrical had to be moved. I knew what renovations looked like because I was doing it on a smaller scale in units, managing properties.
Right.
So when I got to the first flip, it was all secondhand. It was smooth. You know what I'm saying? But being able to love it and then see a different number come behind it,
you're like, yeah,
like, man,
we here.
what else is there to do? You know what I mean? That's how it was for me. And I was already locked in on gold, but that jump put a whole battery in my back. You know what I'm saying? And since then, man, it's just been nonstop.
Let me ask you a question.
Uh-huh.
What's the difference? You still, technically the same still manage properties.
Yeah.
But are you still, percentage-wise, like, is it like the first flip, was it like, okay, how long would it have taken for you to make that amount of money doing what you're doing before?
But see, that's the thing. It's kind of like what you said, right? Mm. The first results that you see, and I think it's different for everybody because it depends on the numbers. Mm-hmm. That first deal I did, I just needed my foot in the door, Slim. You know what I mean? Like, the first deal I did, I was just trying to get my name out there.
Right.
Because this is how it works, right? When a wholesaler is looking for investors to work with, they're able to pull a list and see who bought what with money. Now it's either you bought it with cash or you bought it with using a hard money loan. So once you get on that list, the second one come easier. You know what I'm saying? Because your name, pop up. Like, okay, he bought this property in cash, cash and sold it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he bought this property in cash and sold it on a certain date, so I know he's an investor. So once that pop up, you get a call. Now it's like the second one. So now you're doing two. Mm-hmm. Oh, you get more calls. So now you did the third one. Oh, you getting more calls. So for me, it's just like once I get in the door,
they can see your reviews. They can see like what
it's a wrap. So and I knew that it wasn't the first one was a larger check for me.
Yeah.
But it wasn't on the scale of real estate. It wasn't a large check.
And you know what I'm saying? You've gotten bigger checks since.
Yeah, it was but that check was worth it.
For sure.
Because the small check leads to the big check. Yeah, as you know what I'm saying? Like that smaller bag 100%. Leads to the big bag, man.
Getting that foot in the door is everything.
Getting the foot in the door is everything,
and that's where relationships kind of come in at.
Yeah.
Once you get your foot in the door with one thing.
Yeah. Relationships is everything, bro. It's no way that you would I don't have no bad name with one wholesaler. If I tell you I'm gonna close, it closes. You know what I'm saying? If I tell you I want the property, I want it. If I don't want it, I'm gonna tell you straight up. It ain't for me. You know what I mean? And people don't understand, like, you gotta stand on your word. Like if you say you something, you gotta be that. And that's how you grow. And that's just life. That's just in general, you know what I mean? But it applies 100%. To business as well, man. And that's how you get growth. It's those relationships. There's no way that you can reach all these multiple levels of success on your own. You need somebody that knows somebody to introduce you to that somebody.
100%.
So that you can reach that next level, man.
100%.
So how did you end up on MSN? Let me see that napkin, bro.
So, before I get to that, I'm gonna touch up on, I want you guys to look at me. Look at me. Relationships are everything if you're in business. If you are a businessman or woman, relationships are everything. It's majority, I would say, is who you know is way more important than what you know.
Facts.
Because who you know can teach you what you need to know.
Man, it's everything. I'm glad you touched on that. There's this debate, since everything is like, everybody hops on these trends or whatever, there's this debate about people having lunch with Hov for $500,000. What people don't understand is that money doesn't make you wealthy, right? Because you could get that $500,000 and not know what to do with it and lose that $500,000.
Like
what
that.
makes you wealthy is information. So Jay-Z has information that led him to become a billionaire. If you don't understand that, how valuable wealth is, you can have a billionaire go flat broke and put him back, in rotation, and he gonna get $1 billion again. Not because it's the $1 billion that he had that made him a billionaire.
He knows.
It's the information that he had that made him a billionaire. You know what I mean? So until you understand that information is more valuable than a finance, like that $500,000, you'll never be able to maintain $500,000 anyway. You know what I mean? So, like you said, man, relationships are absolutely everything because the people who you interact with and that you gain relationship with have information that you don't have yet.
What you gonna take? $500,000 or doing Jay-Z?
I'm taking that information, bro.
For real?
I'm taking that. Well, I know what to do with it.
Okay.
Okay, so if I get the money now, I know how to utilize it. But I definitely, the reason I would more than likely take that interaction is because you know how many people he plugged in with. You know what I mean? And you know how many rooms that relationship could put you in with.
For sure, and I feel like
man, it's life changing.
That question is not specific though. They're not saying like how long is a meeting. A lot of things factor. How long is a meeting?
Don't give me those 5 minutes.
You feel me? How long is a meeting with Jay-Z? Because I'm not going to lie, if I'm only sitting with Jay-Z for 10, 20 minutes,
it's different.
I'm going to take that $500K.
Give me that.
And I'm walk, you know what I'm saying?
But what about this though? What if you get in that what if you in that meeting for 10, 20 minutes and y'all click? And then he like, yo, let me introduce you to my man. This day, such and such, this is Jay Black. Hey,
right.
You know what I mean? Lock him in.
Nah, I mean, then I'm going to take that meeting. You know what I'm saying?
But see, you don't know if that's what happened.
Like, all right, if it's a meeting with Jay-Z, he just wants to eat. But if it's a business meeting and I can ask him anything I want to ask him within that, 30 minutes, for example, I'm going to take, honestly, it depends. I'm going to keep it 100. It depends because I could meet him later on when I take that $500,000 and flip it and become a multi-millionaire. We're going to be in, but it's different. I know what
if I get that $500, I'm definitely flipping it.
You know what I'm saying?
It's coming back bigger.
Like you said, when you don't have that knowledge, I've had money and not, that's why I don't even get mad when people, talk about the youngins. Or y'all just blowing it, flipping in this, putting this and that. If you don't know, you're not going to know what to do. And I can't fault people for not knowing because their parents never taught them what to do with it.
Bro.
It's easier said than done a lot of the time.
Facts.
That's why I feel like people who got money and they know what to do, they like, I'll take that meeting with Jay-Z. But people in the hood.
That's what I'm about to say, bro. That information isn't necessarily spread to our community. You know what I mean? So once they get that $500,000, they're trying to get everything that they could not have. You know what I'm saying? And it not understanding on how to utilize it and how to grow by it. You know what I mean? 100%. Jim Rohn said this one time, right? He said, if you ever get $1 million, it's best that you become a millionaire, or so that you can keep the money. You know what I mean? Relating to your mindset. You know what I mean? Like you have to understand what money is and become a person that money comes after. I was talking to somebody today actually, giving a quote, and I told her, I said, if you're chasing money, you're gonna always be chasing money. Like you have to be the person that money chases. Like who is a person that money chases? You could tell in their demeanor. You could tell in the way they carry themselves. You could tell in the information that they have. You could tell by how they speak. You could tell how they walk in the room.
What service do you have that money's gonna need to find you? What do you offer?
What service do you offer, bro? So you could tell who money is coming after, and you can also tell who's chasing money. And they're gonna be chasing money their whole life, man. Because money's fast. You know what I mean? If you even want it coming behind you, but you don't want to be behind it, chasing it. How did you end up on the MSN? Because I'm look up one day you on what is it? Google searching and y'all and MSN pop up. Jay Black is on the front.
Some months ago, I actually I did a video showing how I flip my cookie jars.
Okay.
And these cookie jars that I get from Home Goods. And I said that I did. I'm gonna record all that today. I want to start dropping content. Mm-hmm. And recording little clips here and there. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna get this. So, I'm recording. I put it all together. I went around to different Home Goods from Maryland, VA, and I bought a whole bunch of cookie jars from a specific brand. And I flipped them. I think they would cost they was on, sale at these stores from Home Goods for like $7, $8. And I was selling it. I was able to sell it. We sell it for man, 30 something, 40 something.
Crazy.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So when I did that video, it took off, and it's crazy. 'Cause I remember the exact same day I uploaded that video. You know, I had my son. He was giving me a hard time. I was tired. I had to edit it. I had the video already edited, but I was tired. I'm like, bro, I got time for TikTok, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? My son is over here wilding, upset, whatever. Something told me, get up. It takes one. Something, I remember this like it was yesterday. I got in the bed. I'm in the bed already. I'm just like, I locked all the cabinets, locked all the doors. I'm like, he just going, whatever he tears up, he tears up. I'm like, yo, it takes one. I'm not tripping. Something told me it takes one. I got out of bed. I rose from, last one the dead with me. I rose from the dead. I went to my kitchen, sat on my chair in front of my laptop. I went, I think I already had a caption put in the notes for a while. Copied that caption, posted it on, I think TikTok first, Instagram, one of the two. Hit upload, went to sleep, bro. I went to sleep. Was tired, bro. Woke up 2 hours later. I go to TikTok. I had like 200 followers on TikTok at the time. The joint was like 500 notifications, something blinking. I'm like, what the hell?
Going off.
I clicked the joint. Got like 400 comments. I'm like,
Really?
hey,
In 2 hours?
Jesus. Bro.
What'd you say?
Jesus. Not Jesus. Jesus. Say Jesus.
Jesus!
Yeah, I said, Jesus. I'm
man.
like, yo, I get off that jump, go to Instagram. That
Going
jump
down.
taking off too.
So it went off on both platforms.
Bro, boom, boom.
Sheesh.
Boom, boom. Both. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, because I remember seeing your count go dumb.
Well, I had 16,000 followers on Instagram, and on TikTok I had 2. From that, I probably gained like 20. I probably got like, of course I had content backing up. But
Yeah, you had
that one video
you
was
had
viral.
something that kept them once they got there.
I could actually check to see how many views are on it right now.
Cray.
It's at 300K. 300K views. I'm gonna show you the insight. 7,000 saved it. 11,000, 12,000 close, shared it.
Shit.
That's
470 comments. You got
16,000.
16,000.
60,000 likes. Those are the views.
60,000, almost 17,000 likes.
You know what I'm saying? And on TikTok, which I think the people that have me MSN, they found it on TikTok. TikTok is gonna get you there. TikTok is gonna get you there.
How did you grow on? How many did you grow on TikTok?
I had 200 followers. Now I got.
You had 200.
I had 200 followers. Now I got, how many I got? 17,000 followers, right? And that video got, how many?
746,000. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's been going viral. I've been going dumb up, and call me viral Don Dada. Understand? So now I got
Jesus.
how did I do? Yeah. You did good. That was good. That extended. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You got to extend it, bro. You got to extend it.
Jesus.
So now I got 48,000 followers. I had 16.
Crazy, man. I didn't realize it was at 16. I just seen that junk go.
Because I was already viral. I was already flat, but I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? I was just like a regular, viral. So yeah, man. So I guess, MSN or whatever, they picked it up. Daily Dots, I think, was the one that wrote it.
That read out word out to you?
And but one day I'm leaving like a storage unit, and somebody DM me, yo, bro. Yeah, here we go. I'm big on
Did
receipts.
that pop up?
He said, you on MSN front page, huge win, bro.
Yeah, I remember seeing
Been watching your stuff, had a motivation. Like, what the hell? What's you talking about?
You ain't even know.
Like, what you talking about? Cause I don't. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I'm on a long day. I don't even know how I open it. I don't even, you know what I mean? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, yeah, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, next you know.
Can you turn that up? Put the volume on that,
So
John.
I called my mom.
Oh, that is, yeah?
Yeah.
So turn it that way. And then have the mic. Turn this way, little bro. And put it by the mic. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So.
That's when you found out.
So I told dude, I'm like, bro, send me the link. Stop playing with me. Don't get me excited. Bro, I'll block you. Like, stop playing. Dude, send me the link. Click that link. I'm on MSN. Oh, it's lit. No, I'm not on MSN for a crime. I'm not on MSN for a shoot. I'm on MSN for...
You're on MSN for your information,
I'm on
bro.
MSN for the information, and
Yeah.
you know, that I was able to bring to other individuals. And I can
Yeah.
only imagine, I get stories all the time, how many people was able to see that and be like, yo, you know what? Nah, I'm going to get to it.
Oh, man.
You feel me? Because a lot of people DM me all the time, yo.
It's the power, and I tell people all the time, man, it's the power of representation. You know what I mean? How many people were motivated by that because of the size of that platform and not seeing, you know what I mean, somebody that looked like us on that platform. And not only being on it, but you said for the right reason.
The right reasons.
And for the
Mama, I'm on
information.
MSN for the right reasons.
Da. You know what I mean? So
Right.
it's rarely seen, man. So and that's what I kind of wanted to tap into too. Like, so let's say you got somebody that's green, right? That does not know anything about e-commerce, right? Is trying to get to your level. What's their first step?
Okay, so the first step, e-commerce stands for electronic, you know, miners, right? So e-commerce, it's just the different things. I majority sell on Amazon.
Okay.
Okay, so the first thing in any business where I tell people, you gotta get the foundation. Get your
Of anything.
LLC.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Get your LLC.
And LLC is quick.
You
You
know.
could get an LLC in a day.
In
You
one
can get
day.
a tax ID
Take
in
that deal.
10 minutes.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying?
So get your LLC, get your EIN,
Mm-hmm.
open up a business bank account.
Yep.
All right?
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, you open up the platform, like Amazon, right? That's,
Okay.
you know, my main platform that I sell on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's the, you know, but before you do any of that, do your own research. Go to YouTube. You know, don't just do something because I'm saying to go and do your own research. Go to YouTube or to Google.
Mm-hmm.
The information is out there.
Everywhere for whatever you want to
Information
do.
is out there.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times you don't even got to call to ask nobody a question. Go to Google.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when I've been like, man, how do I make or cook this? How do I do this? I'm like, you know what? YouTube. YouTube has everything, like everything. Go to YouTube and
A whole video.
what is e-commerce, Amazon? Just hashtag, it's 2023. You can find out any question, any answer. So number one, get your LLC, EIN, you know, open up your business bank account. And then from there, you go to Amazon. You know, you go to Amazon seller and you open up your Amazon seller's account. Not your
Okay.
regular Amazon account, your Amazon seller's account.
Okay.
All right, so after you input all that information and they verify you, the Zoom call, the code, whatever they send you, you get on that platform, you're good to go. That's the foundation right there.
Ah.
Right?
See.
All right, but you know, what people don't know, Amazon is made out of majority. I don't want to quote the wrong percentage, but 60% or something like that of third-party sellers, like me and you.
Really?
Correct.
Had no idea that was
people,
the case.
People think when they go to Amazon, they're just buying from Amazon and then
I
that's
did
it.
not know the case. I thought it would be reversed.
I'll show you. I can show you.
You know what I mean? I thought it would be like 40% or something like that.
It's way
No
more-
idea that it
it's
was
way
that
more.
high.
Amazon is just like they trapping, man. You in their hood using their platform. Imagine getting a little piece of everything from hundreds of thousands of
Everybody.
people, and you still sell yourself. That's why that bald head man is getting so much money. My man Jeff
Bezos.
JB,
Yeah.
my dog.
Yeah, I'm not mad at him, man.
You know
A
what
lot
I'm
of people get mad at Jeff
Why?
because of the money. I don't know.
Why?
Like that,
bro?
he started in a garage. Like, why y'all mad at that man? But he not supposed to be successful or something. I don't get it.
Listen, I'm gonna
Or
open
whatever.
up Amazon. I'm gonna show you, for example. All right. So you always tell when you go to Amazon, you order straight from them.
Well, yeah. I guess I ain't really think about it like that. You know
Nobody
what I
really
mean?
thinks about it. You just go there, you buy.
But I use Amazon all the time. So if it's 60% people like us, I know you making money because like my household,
always-
Amazon is always at the door.
Jumping.
You know what I'm saying?
So okay, when you go to a product, right? Underneath, let me find us a product. Regular account thingy. Okay, boom.
All right. So
You go
point
to-
to it and then
you go
let's
to a
show them so
product.
they can see where we at.
Okay. Let me go to them. When you go to a product,
Yep.
went on D&D, I want my booty, you know, text me. Text messages. When you go to a product, you scroll down, right?
And this is just the basic product. This is just
it's anything.
yeah, it's anything.
You scroll down, and it's always gonna say other sellers on Amazon. I want you to look as well.
Okay.
Other sellers on Amazon.
You know, I never paid attention to that.
For sure.
Yeah.
You're gonna click that. So now, you seeing everybody that sells it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Different people, regular.
Wow.
So now when you
Wow.
see it, is multiple sellers selling that one item.
Wow.
So when you ordering it,
How does it determine who you're buying from?
it's something called the buy box.
Okay.
The buy box, when you go to Amazon, you see this. Add to cart buy now. That's the buy box. That's
Yeah.
where you want to go.
Right.
That's where you want to. That's where you want to be. But Amazon rotates the buy box.
Oh, they do.
You know what I mean? They
Okay.
rotate the buy box, so it kind of it depends on how quick you get your product out.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things, but you can't undercut thinking I'm gonna make mine cheaper and get the buy box. No, they're gonna rotate it regardless.
Anyway, either way, it's
Rotate
gonna
it
be
either way.
rotated.
So I don't think you're gonna short yourself. Or you're gonna beat somebody up by shorting yourself. No, you're just gonna short yourself.
So you just gotta kind of, in order to get the most return, you gotta be on top of your business.
You gotta be on top of your business. You gotta be on top of your business, but it gotta make sense for you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Depends how many people are selling the item.
Mm-hmm.
Is it profitable? Are you making profit on that product?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things factor in if it makes sense for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of mentors that I have, they make $3-4 on a product.
Mm-hmm.
And they're happy.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they happy? Because they're selling it.
Well, bro, you
It's in
do
the
it
thousands.
What? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So let's take our calculator out,
Let's get to it.
right? One of my guys, he's like, shout out to Eric.
Yes, sir.
He's like, bro, I just want to make make $3-4. I'm happy. I'm thinking like, bro, what? I'm trying to make a bag, bro. What you talking about, Eric? He's like, honestly, think about it like this, bro. And when you're selling things that's like, when you're selling a lot of products and you have multiple, do the math. Boom. Say you have as many things you want as your inventory.
Right.
So let's say you have 500, you're making $3 on that one thing. So
Right.
$3 times 500, that's 1,500 from one product.
One product. Yep.
What if you have 5 products that's making you that? So that's 1,500 times 5.
There you go.
7,500. That's at $5.
She.
They got a lot of my products. I make 10, sometimes 15,
Sweet.
sometimes 20.
Yeah, I see the numbers. You
So
making
if I'm
numbers. Yeah.
If I'm making $15 on a product times 30, $450, right?
Yes,
But
sir.
I could also be making 4,000 on another product. Everything adds up. You make 1,000 with this. You make what I
And
mean?
you got multiple streams.
multiple
You
streams,
have multiple products, and that's
products,
the
right.
fastest way to wealth is multiple streams of income.
Oh,
You never
my
want it coming
gosh.
from one. You don't want
Whoa.
one source. You know what I mean? Like I have 4 different businesses that do 4 different things. You know what I mean? All involved in real estate, but they all have different services. Some flip, some rent, some services. Some management. So there's multiple streams. You never want, in order to gain wealth, you have to have and be coming from a multiple stream source. And that's what he's talking about. Like, if I'm making $5 per product or $10 per product on this, but I got 15 people out there working. I got 15 products working. So I'm selling 1,000 with $10 profit on this one. I'm selling 2,000 with $5 profit on this one. All of them are coming, all the streams
coming to you.
are coming back. You know what I mean? And that's where you want to be in business, man. You want to be at a point to where you have multiple sources of income, man. And that's dope. That's powerful.
Yeah, I heard Rick Ross. I just watched the interview with Rick Ross. He said something that a lot of people don't understand. He said, never leave any money on the table. Never leave any money on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Can I break it down a little bit?
Break that, please. Break it down to him.
So, if you're making $5,000 on one product, don't just focus on that, because if you can make $5,000 on one product, but be making $400 on 10 other products.
Yeah.
So 400 times 10. Let's do 400 times 10.
Mm-hmm.
4,000.
Yeah.
So now at the end of the month, you're making that 5,000 plus 4,000 from other products going on. You know what I'm saying? You can't be selfish thinking, I'm gonna get a bag with this, I'm gonna get a bag with that.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's different days of the week. More.
Some product working harder.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So never leave any money on the table.
Yeah.
Any way, shape, or form. You need all of that.
I need all of that.
I need all of that.
I need all of
That's
that.
the problem. People be like, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
good.
I need all of that.
This. Yo,
That's a fact. I'm
go
gonna
get
need
that
all
money. Don't leave any money on the table. What's wrong with you?
This
guys?
is what I'm
Everything
saying.
adds up.
Yes.
And I learned that the hard way. Because a lot of times I wouldn't even get out of my bed. Back when I was living a certain lifestyle, if it wasn't, if it didn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, if it ain't a couple bands, I'm not getting up.
Huh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Take all of it.
I just slapped myself because
Yeah.
what was I thinking?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What was I thinking?
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
I
'Cause
dig
had
it.
$200, $300, $400. That could have add it up
Yeah.
into
Yeah.
different things. You know what I'm saying? So never leave any money on the table, please.
And this is what I mean by employer income, man. Like every dollar bill has to be working. A lot of times people feel more comfortable because they see dollars in the bank account, but it's just sitting there doing nothing. You know who's using your money when it's in the bank?
The bank.
The bank. You know what I mean? They're using your money to acquire more money, to put out more loans, to get back more money so that they can use more money. You dig what I'm saying? So I prefer my money working. My money, you're not gonna sit in this house and watch TV all day and all that. I'm working, you working. And not only are you working, but you gonna work harder. You gonna go back and give me some more of you. You know what I mean? Like it's just continuing to turn over, continuing to use what you have as a source to bring back more so that you can continue to grow. Like do what the banks do. Banks ain't keeping your money in the bank. You think it's there because you see it electronically, but the banks are using your money to go get more money. You know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah. Yeah. So somebody that's green, you're telling them, read the books, get the information, do the research.
Do the research before you do anything. Notice what you actually want to do. Understand e-commerce. Understand Amazon is different platforms. Under e-commerce, under that umbrella. And if it's something that you want to do, go get that LLC. With the EIN. LLC, it's probably a couple hundred, one something.
And it's quick.
EIN is free.
And it's quick.
I mean? Open up a bank account, it's free. You might put in $40, I think, sometimes, but it's free.
Yeah.
Don't think it's harder than what it is, because I was once in that, state of mind that nothing paperwork. I'm like, man, it gotta be a lot. Whoa, listen, it's not a lot. Open up an LLC, EIN is easy. I promise you guys. Don't get discouraged. It's not a lot, man.
And it's worth the investment. Like once you learn how to utilize it and use it and understand the tax breaks, and how to bring in money with that LLC, how to distribute money with that LLC, and how to get breaks with that LLC, it's worth it, man. Instead of buying that pair of shoes next week, go get that LLC. You know what I mean? It's gonna give you a bigger return, man.
Yeah, never feel dumb. No question is a dumb question.
At all.
I don't nobody down you for not knowing about, credit or knowing about LLC. It's cool.
Yeah.
Some people wasn't raised on that. I wasn't raised on LLCs and EIN. I didn't know, you know what I mean? I didn't know about credit until, a certain age. You know what I'm saying? So,
I have people, man, that are 10, 15 years my senior asking me how to start an LLC. So it's never, too late, or it's never bad that you don't have the information. You go on you want a Maryland one, you go on the Maryland site, the DC, you go on the DC site. And I'm gonna actually plug some, so that you can get into it and go to the site below, man. But it's just, it is nothing more valuable than being able to employ yourself. You know what I mean? And watch your own business grow, because a 9-to-5 has a ceiling. There's a certain place that you can get to. But if you're running your own establishment, there's no selling. You can get whatever. You can get that Jeff Bezos. You know what I mean? He got 24 just like you got 24. So what would you say are some of the traps? What would you say stay away from when it comes to e-commerce?
Good question. When you're doing e-commerce, I tell people to go wide, not too deep on one. Go wide, meaning that if you find a deal, prices change every day.
Facts.
That's just something that people could always need. Certain brands of waters, but certain brands of waters, they're not sharing that plug. They're like, no, we good. We ain't accepting nobody to sell. And they're just gated. You know what I'm saying? But go wide. So opposed to putting $5,000 on one product, put $1,000 on
multiple
5 different products that are doing good for you. You understand what I'm saying? Because go wide and not too deep.
What was your first investment? Like, how much did you put in your first time jumping out there with e-commerce?
I'm gonna be honest, a couple hundred.
Really?
People thinking like, that's why, when people comment and they talk to me and they say things like, how much money do I need? People always saying $10,000. No, man, don't listen
Just start.
to that. Just start with what you have.
Yeah.
If you're in the streets and you selling weed, some people can't afford a pound of weed. Get a zip. So that zip, you get whatever comes after that. After that, you get whatever comes after that. I don't know.
Because
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? You get the I don't know. You get whatever, and then you work your way up to the big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is. You feel me? So, no, I really don't know. I swear I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, I think street with everything that I do.
As you should, yeah.
You know,
It's simple. It helps simplify, you know what I mean, things for most
Correct.
people. You
So
know what I
don't-
mean? It helps them get a better understanding.
like, it's always
Just
a
breaking it
simpler
down.
term for a big word.
Yeah.
People say things like, wait, online arbitrage. Man, you just shop online.
Ah.
Retail arbitrage. What? You go to the store, you buy them from the store.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people,
Yeah.
you know, some people be trying to use all that big word to, you know, make people feel, well, it's correct terms, of course, know those terms, but talk and, you know, comprehend how you want to. Get to know the simpler terms of things, okay? Because out of those words sometimes can discourage you, but no, you're good. So, you know, go wide.
So
and never too deep.
starting out, just don't put everything on one product.
Yeah,
Because it's
just-
like you said before, you need multiple streams.
Don't put
You
all
need
your
those.
eggs in one basket.
Yeah.
You feel me? Never. Just different because you know you want to see how things go. But market changes. You know, prices change. Some prices tank out of nowhere. Imagine you buying 1,000 of a product, and I got students who do that. They buy a lot of a certain product. Next thing you know, that don't stop selling. They stuck.
And where do you go
What
from
they
there?
gonna do? That 30 days receipt is up. You can't
Yeah.
bring that junk back. You're
Yeah.
done, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're done.
So what's been your biggest reward so far?
And what, doing e-commerce?
Doing e-commerce. Like what do you feel like has been your biggest reward
This is
that
a
you could
great
step
question.
back and be like, man, like from the start I didn't think.
My biggest reward, I'm gonna be honest,
Mm-hmm.
take the Cartiers out so y'all can see.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm tired. If I got bags, don't pay me no mind. But my biggest reward doing this is the knowledge.
I like
I'm not
that.
just talking to sound corny.
I like
The
that. That's
knowledge,
real.
because knowledge leads to more money. I want you to
Say
put this
that
on
one
the
more
screen.
time, 'cause only-
Knowledge leads to more money.
Just one more, because there's some people, see him in the back. like,
Knowledge.
him right there.
Hey,
That
come.
one.
Listen,
The
with your
one
big
that got
head,
the,
come.
yeah, with the bright
Knowledge
shirt on.
leads. Oh yeah, I see him.
You see it?
Knowledge.
What is he doing
leads-
anyway?
BS, man, BSing.
Tripping.
Knowledge leads to more money.
Ah, Jesus!
Jesus.
I dragged it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Without the knowledge of real estate, could you sell a house?
What? Absolutely not. It's the
Without the
information that
knowledge
leads to the
cook,
success.
could you know how to cook? Without the knowledge to know how to drive, could you drive?
Nah.
Without the knowledge
You
to know how
off
to
the
sell
side of the
something.
road. You
So
done.
the knowledge that I learned in my relationships, now, when I went, that's the biggest reward. Knowing that I could want something.
Man, I love that answer, bro.
Man, I could want something
I love that answer.
in one store and it costs so much.
Yeah.
But literally next door.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Because the store that costs more, they're doing the same thing you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
They just flipping.
That's why I love
They
that,
using
bro.
their name.
Because if they stripped you of the cash you have and left you with 500, you could be right back to where you are today, faster. You know what I mean?
That
Because
knowledge.
of the knowledge
That
you
knowledge, man. That knowledge in those relationships. Knowing that when I go somewhere, it's a different way.
have. Facts.
So the knowledge in a relationship, it might cost this a CVS, but next door at Marshall's, the same coffee.
Yeah.
Way
See it all the
cheaper.
time. You see it all the time, bro.
Come on, man.
Yeah, that's facts, man.
That's the biggest reward because that knowledge
Man, I love that.
has helped me to
I love that. Yeah,
to skyrocket
that's
some
a
of my
man, bro.
businesses.
That's a great answer, bro.
For sure. Appreciate that.
So what do you feel is next for you? Do you feel it's e-commerce? Is there another arena that you want to move into? Like, what do you feel is next now that you're kind of established yourself in this lane? And what else do you feel is next for
E-commerce
you?
is such a wide range. Remember, under the umbrella, there's so many things.
There's a lot of things
eBay,
you
you
can
got
do.
this, you got that. E-commerce is not just Amazon, eBay. Anytime you're selling something online, Shopify, selling clothes,
That's part of it.
you sell courses, you sell whatever.
Hey,
It's such a wide range. So I'm tapping into every single lane. I need a
man.
piece of
What?
everything.
What?
That's what's
Bro, I
next for
feel
me.
the same way. I'm gonna need
Lane.
everything.
You know, commercial. You need
I'm gonna need
this, that,
everything.
your rental.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I need all that.
So it's so much in that e-commerce, under that umbrella. I need a piece of everything. So that's what's next for me.
Oh, you about to have me in this
Yeah.
joint.
Send
Man,
me,
I love
man.
it. Yeah,
sure.
I agree. I feel the same way, man.
sure.
So what would you say, final words, Jay Black, man? What's the parting words that you want to leave with the people?
So I wanna let you guys know. It doesn't matter where you're from. Don't matter what you've been through. Don't let anybody discourage you in any way, shape, or form. You don't gotta be rich to start selling on Amazon e-commerce. You don't need to be rich. That's all people just deceiving you so you can pay them.
Yeah.
If you have a couple $100 to save or whatever you got, flip that. Start small. It's okay to start small. Don't watch what they're doing. You don't know how they got their money. Worry about what's in your pocket. Take that and start small. No question is a dumb question. Educate yourself. YouTube, Google, educate yourself. If somebody don't want to tell you, that's cool. With me, the first person I asked, he didn't want to tell me. I said, all right, cool, I got you. I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I was on Google.
Yeah.
I educated myself to the point where I didn't need nobody. Of course, you
Love
get to a certain point, then you need mentors, but there's nothing you cannot do. You don't need to have $1 million or $5,000 or $10,000 to start a business.
Yeah.
Call for you, walk, and educate yourself. There's no excuse. You don't got a laptop, go to the library. Walk to a library.
You know what I realized, man? A lot of times it really breaks down to how bad you want it as an individual.
Man,
you know what I mean?
How bad do you want it?
It's how bad you want it. You gotta want it beyond not seeing the immediate result. You know what I mean? And then continue to go after it until you get it. You know what I mean? It has to be that I'm not letting go until you bless me type. Like I'm not letting go. Like I will have this type of mentality that you gotta have in order to reach that 5%, man. Because 95% tried and 95% failed. But are you that 5% that goes beyond the failure and keep on pressing until you get to success? That's what we have for you here today on Employ Your Income podcast, man. Stay tuned for the next one. Man, I'm blessed to have my little bro, Jay Black.
I appreciate you for having me, man.
The foo-foo was amazing. I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was nervous. I was hoping I would like it. But it is torch. Like,
Man.
seriously, like no bluff. Like it is
sure,
delicious,
for sure.
man. The flavor and the like. I would definitely do this again. I would go to an African restaurant, and that's what we actually talked about. He was like, man, it's no DC and
DMV don't got no time.
they don't got it.
No.
Mom gonna make it.
Mom Deuce gonna make it.
You know what I'm saying? So had a conversation with her, beautiful lady,
appreciate
man.
you guys.
Appreciate her for that. So thanks to
also-
Mom Dukes.
I also got courses. I do one-on-one consultations.
Yeah.
Big Boy's gonna have my Instagram name on there.
Yes,
my
sir.
email in
Tell
there.
it to him real quick
If you
and I'm
says my Instagram name is African Don Dada. I'm sure you're gonna do your thing and make it.
Absolutely. Yep.
African Don Dada with 2 A's. That's on Instagram and TikTok. Just shoot me a DM. I do consultations. I'm gonna turn you up, man.
Yeah, and he's gonna
Fuck, do what you
definitely
could do.
show you how to employ your income, how to get your money to make more money, utilize multiple streams. As you heard him say, you don't need a large bag to get started. You know what I mean? Use what you have, utilize what you have, allow it to grow, and just keep doing the process and utilize all multiple ways so that you can employ your income, man.
100%.
But thank y'all for joining us.
Yeah.
Until next time. Peace.
Peace. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, that joke was fire, son.
Yes, sir.
That joke was fire.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I gotta get one for the jizzle.